When I was in Kemetic initiation, one thing that I was taught, well, I was taught many things, but one of the things that I was taught was that our blood is the one thing that can't be aged. Our age cannot be determined by our blood, and that our blood contains a drop of every ancestor we've ever had. And as you know, some of us come back within the same bloodline. That was the traditional way when people done ancestral work. You came back within the same bloodline. So if your spiritual practices that you're practicing don't seem to be working for you, maybe connect in with yourself, even to the level of connecting with your blood. And I don't mean let any of your blood out of your body. I mean like connect in with your own body and feel what would feel right for you. And do this without judgment. Don't judge your practices that come up in your mind. Like you may hear a practice, and in modern day witchcraft it might be called black magic. That doesn't mean it is. It means it was the ancestral practices of your ancestors that have now been demonized by some of the new age people. Do not judge your ancestors' practices on new age ideas. The practices you may be following these days may just not be for you. A lot of the spiritual community has been infiltrated with ideas that are very much based on religious concepts or an idea of actual just control the same way. So you then, instead of going within for your information, you're outsourcing your power so that it won't work for you, because the ancestors said, know thyself. They didn't say know somebody else. They said know thyself. You are your best spiritual teacher and best spiritual leader. Yes, there will be teachers and mentors and leaders that can help you to navigate yourself back to your remembering. But once you are at remembering, you are your best source. Every drop of your blood contains a drop from your ancestors. That's DNA gold for what they were and who they are and what they do. And if you've got ancestors who did things you didn't like, the point is now is not judging, it's taking what qualities could work. Like when we do shadow work for ourselves, if your ancestor was a leader but did things wrong, take the leadership qualities. Ask for help with the leadership. You don't need to take it all. Don't judge your ancestors, work with them. Work with the ancestral power, connect into your body. If your spiritual practices you've learned are not working, please come back to self, because that is the spiritual journey. Namaste.